Donald Trump is about to go live. He's about to have a dinner with the UK King and Queen. And we got some positions. Here we go. Not too bad. He's going to do a little speech right before his dinner. We're going to be watching. I've got Melania, yes. Honestly, I'll add a little bit more. Melania. Even it out to a even number. 200 shares, Melania. We got Correspondence Rezo, says Nick. Bro, that's the FUD. Oh, I'm muted? I'm not muted. Am I muted? Am I muted? My OBS says it's receiving. Anyways, oh, okay. We got the Correspondence Rezo? Ain't no way. I have to look at that later. We gotta focus now. White House is live. They're about to go live. Look. We will begin shortly, they say. All right. I go real quick. I got Iran, yes, because a lot of people are going to be there. Hottest, yes. Bro, I'm only yes. I'm like deadass only yes. I got golf, yes, because I heard Rory McIlroy was going to be there in the guest list, so I literally just bought that about a second ago. I'm sure if Rory is going to be there, then golf is going to get set. DNQY, strikes go LFP. Wait, that's like perfect. Wait, isn't that a good resolution? That's low-key a good... Yeah, this will probably be short. This will probably be like Donald Trump speaks for like 15 minutes or so. Maybe no. I'll do like... Donald Trump maybe speaks for 8 minutes. King Charles speaks for like 2. There's also a King Charles market. I literally just have... Event does not qualify on that. Like no Ukraine. Honestly, like no White House. No NATO's pretty good. No NATO's pretty good on like King Charles. I'll delete that though. Yeah, I mean if they resolve DNQY, then yeah, on Oz I'd get paid out. Golf-Y is really good because Rory McIlroy is one of the guests there. So honestly, it's very, very likely that he's gonna shout them out. Hey, you're splitting a section with Ray? Okay. What is last trade price though, right before? Because at that point, I was also up CLV as well on the correspondence. That's crazy. Hey, congrats. I feel like doesn't that mean Kalshi pays out of pocket? That's kind of crazy. Is that true? Anyways, I got DNQ for this, just in case this shit doesn't happen. I got golf, yes. Rory McIlroy is gonna be there. He's one of the guests listed. I got NATO, yes, which is kind of crashing. But I think he could still say NATO. Even in an 8-9 minute speech, he could say, you know, NATO wasn't there for us, but it's okay. McIlroy? How do you pronounce Rory McIlroy? How do you say that? Did I not just say that right? Isn't that like isn't that correct? McIlroy? Ah, shit. McIlroy? Is that not correct? Rory McIlroy? McElroy. Nah, that's some bullcrap. Y'all just... Bro, I swear to God, they make up their own language, bro. That's not true. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I've got movie star, yes. This is because... Not only do I think he's going to say Melania, I really think he's going to say Melania because all of this points that Melania has done all of the preparations for this dinner. And just like Saudi Arabia, that state dinner, he thanked Melania for putting all this stuff together during that one. So I think Melania is very likely to get said as in a thank you. Like, thank you, Melania, for putting today's dinner. But he also could say movie star because of the dress she's in. She's in like a very pink floral dress. So I'm just getting through the positions first before this starts. I feel like this is going to start any second now. They just walked in. Iran, yes? Dude, Iran's got to be like low-key underpriced. Jared Kushner's there. So he might say we're doing well with the war in Iran. I'll throw like a little bit more on it. A little bit more. Iran, yes. Hottest, yes. Hottest, I feel like, come on. Like, dude, he's going to say we're the hottest country in the world. Come on. We'll buy a little bit more. 34? That's pretty expensive, though. Hey, give me like 30. Fill me at 30. Right here. So hottest, yes, hottest. We're the hottest country in the world. He's going to talk about the partnership between England and the United States and how they're doing so well. And before they weren't friends, but now they're the hottest country in the world. They got all that. Yeah, this is a hottest yes, complete vibes. The vibes are so there for hottest yes. That's what we're saying. Special relationship, a toughy subject for him. He should have said it today, honestly. I'm not even that mad at that loss because, like, respectfully, like, it's just kind of variance. I don't know. I feel like special relationship was a goodbye. If you looked at all of his speeches before, he always said that. It's just variance. He said, like, special, he said special friendship or something crazy. What does Trump talking at dinner entail? Like, they're going to eat and chat? No. So, the format is... It's before dinner. They're going to have dinner. He's going to go up to a podium. No one's eating yet. No one's eating. That would be disrespectful, and they would get shot at immediately if you dare eat in front of Trump. You have to listen to Trump yap for 8-9 minutes before you eat, and then maybe King Charles will come up. King Charles maybe will speak for 2-3 minutes, and then they'll get to eat. They'll say thank you very much. They'll kiss, and then they'll get to eat. But what are they having for dinner? It's leaked. It is leaked. State dinner menu. They're having micro mint, ricotta cheese, and parsley oil. Low-key alpha. You think he's gonna shout the parsley oil? I mean, oil's at 21 cents. So, could be. They could be if he's gonna talk about what they're gonna eat. I don't think so though. I think he's likely to say golfer. Talking about Rory McIlroy being there. He's got a great golfer. He's literally met him before too. I'll buy more because I like it. Below 40 cents. I do like it. NATO is kind of a lotto. Movie star is kind of a lotto, but just based off what Melania's wearing. And I do like hottest. We'll try to get to like a clean amount of shares, but AI should be live with Bezos and Tim Cook there? Potentially. But I think in the last one, what is this? I'll pull this up. The King's Speech. Jeff Bezos was there. Tim Cook was there, and they didn't say. And AI.
Jensen, I want to thank you. You had a great meeting of NVIDIA, wherever you may be, and investing in the United States. They're both investing. The company can play together. We're going to have to buy the USA.
I mean, he said we're the leader in technology, advanced technologies. I mean, he did say AI.
Again, we'll never be doing any of these businesses again that are coming back to us in record numbers. AI plants, but maybe even most importantly, in a sense, the auto plants. They're all pouring back into the United States. And I have to say, because
right there, AI plants, auto plants. I feel like that's decent alpha, EL. Shout out. Where's this list? This guest list? I'm gonna have to find this, man. On Twitter. Dinner guest list. Here we are. Oh, that's the meal. Oh wait, no, those are the meals. Okay, UK steak dinner list here. Kelly Meyer. Yes, we have Jeff Bezos. That's pretty good. Tim Cook, David Ellison. Greg Gutfield is there. Justices, the Supreme Court. So that's why tariff is up. Rory McIlroy is the reason I've got golf. See, any other alpha there in the guest list? Surely he's going to say golf, though. I think he's really going to shout out Rory McIlroy. Especially since he won the last Masters, too. Trump's going to, like, try to tie himself to that success. Be like, oh, we have a great golfer, you know, that I've golfed. How good am I? Maybe not as good as a golfer as Rory, but I think he'll say it like that. Laura Ingram's there. Yeah, AI could be a decent lotto with Jeff Bezos. I mean, he did talk about how we're leading whoever right there in the Saudi dinner. Let's win some money, Lee. I'm feeling the hottest vibes. It's like a hottest here moment. This is kind of a partnership, like we fuck with each other type of event. You know what I'm saying? Any type of event like that, he'll say hottest, I think. He owns golf courses in the UK? Trump does? I don't think he'll mention it like that. I just think it'll be like, You know, and we have a great golfer here. He just won the Masters, and he has golfed with him before, so. Exactly, like the bow tie, what he was wearing. I don't know if we can pull that up, but what he was like wearing before walking in. You can't tell me it's not like a hottest moment here. Like, look what he's wearing. This is like hottest attire. Biden? Nah, I don't know about Biden. I'll have to look at that, Nick. Hello? Sorry. Hey, cheers, boys. Got some milk. Mother's milk. And that's not a boys reference. I'll have to look at the correspondence. Where'd you see the golfer alpha? Okay, so radar. It's this Kelly Meyer tweet. This Kelly Meyer tweet is listing all of the dinner guest list. And on the dinner guest list is Rory McIlroy. Or however you say it. I'm getting roasted for however I say it. Rory McIlroy. Or whatever. McIlroy? Rory. Yeah, golfer's on the list. So it's golf/golfer/golfing. So literally, it's like encompassing all the type of things. So it's just whether or not he's going to get referenced. And if you look at the Saudi dinner, this is another state dinner that I'm using to reference. He goes through the guests. Like he said, Tim Cook, shout out Tim Cook. You know, shout out whoever. McIlroy? Rory McIlroy? Dude, that's made up. That's like, come on. McIlroy? That's not a real name. Jeez, he looks like a zombie in the freeze frame, this one. Dude, he's got kind of the same attire, though. If you looked at before, he's got this attire before where it's like a state dinner. This is what he's wearing. Some videos of the Masters. McIlroy, sorry. Rory McKenzie's there, bro. And his wife, I guess, or sister, Erica. Erica Kirk's there. But that's why, like, also tariff potentially, because the Supreme Courts are there. But it's not Justice Kavanaugh, is it? It's not Kavanaugh, so maybe not. But oh yeah, also the Honorable Jared Kushner is on the guest list, so that's why I bought some Iran yes. Specifically, if he gives like Jared Kushner a shout out, says like, "Oh, we're doing great with Iran." Is this going on right now? No, not yet. Okay. Erica Abadi. Not Kirk, right? McIlroy. Let's confirm alpha or not. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she'll get a shout out. I don't know. I don't know if she's a movie star. It's getting harder to take your prediction advice with each attempt at McIlroy. McElroy. Macalehi-hoo. Let's see correspondence dinner. I kind of want to I'll look at it after. We'll look at correspondence dinner after. Oh, also, I did post about this on Twitter, but Trump is coming to Florida on Friday. He is doing an event in the Villages, and it's probably going to be about, like, social security and no tax on that bullshit for seniors or whatever, right? But I will be there. I got tickets to go. I've got a confirmation. I'm gonna IRL stream it. I'm gonna be there with some market positions. That's gonna be fun. So tune in Friday. That's like the Friday stream. I'll be there live at the rally or whatever. It's not a rally, but whatever. I will be there, and I'll have major positions on it. I'll do a lot of money, so it's very hype, you know. But No, I don't think I can live bet. I don't think I can live bet. But I can go like, yeah, I can go with positions ready. Because, right, the last time I tried to live bet one of these, I got a call from the uppers, say, to end the stream. That was the American Business Forum. And then during that one, I was live betting. So, but I don't think I can live bet, but I think I can go in with positions and then live stream the event, and that would be sick. You know, that's like the best content there is. So, that is Friday, and that's in the Villages, Florida, and I live in Florida, so it's like an hour and a half away from me. I'm definitely there. Yeah, but for this event specifically, Hottest is up. What is NATO at? We really don't think he's gonna say NATO. People really don't agree with me. I feel like come on. Like you want him to be cordial? Like he could still say our partners with NATO and like make it like a positive thing, right? Do they have rules for live streaming though? I'm not sure if I'll care. Yeah, Secret Service might call you. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully there's more like security than the Correspondence Dinner. Put it that way. Holy crap. Yeah, Donnie. Yeah, basically Donnie. They said to end the stream. But yeah, I've seen Trump in person before at the American Business Forum in Miami. But new to prediction markets, I come from a poker and sports betting background, which is a great background to come from because you already are thinking in probabilities, especially poker, right? Maybe not sports betting, but especially poker, you're already thinking in like probabilities. So it's actually really good for prediction markets. This has turned into one of my favorite things to do. Glad I came across this community. Yeah, same. I mean, like, this is really fun. I find it really fun. What am I getting a message about? Ooh. What's this? Okay. Yeah, people are sending me on the Correspondence Dinner. I'll look at that after. Because this event will probably only last 15 minutes, so we can look at it after. It's weird how they don't let you live bet with the very latency when people can live bet at basketball. I think it's just like a promotion thing. They don't want me promoting it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want me live streaming it and being like, look, this is what I'm doing. Look what you guys can do. Because it's not a good thing for the platform. Okay, so I'm going to go, Lee. I'm going to go with a friend. My friend's going to be the cameraman, and I'm going to be the streamer or whatever. So he's going to hold up the camera. I'll figure out the setup. I've got a couple days to figure out a setup, how to stream from phone. I hope to show myself and my positions. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be cool. I'll go around the Villages, which, by the way, it's a bunch of old people. It's like a bunch of swingers, too. So maybe I can get some Punjabi. But I'll go around kind of explaining to some seniors what I'm there doing. We'll see their reaction, what they think of venture markets. I think that would be fun. Talking to some older people, trying to, probably, MAGA people. Older MAGA people. Maybe getting their theses on what Trump's going to say. They might have some alpha. Yeah, Radar's a great place as well for data tools, for sure. If you're newer to venture markets, he's got a great website. I almost went to the TPUSA event in Arizona, but you had to be there at 11 for 4. Yeah. Print your positions on your shirt. I don't know if I'll do that. I'll definitely be. I'm there in the suit, though. I'm for sure there in the suit, in the green suit. Are your parents coming? No. So, no filter. See, this is why I want them to list the market now. I've been in Discord, at borderline on my knees to Jake. I've been asking him, over and over, please list the Villages market so I can start accumulating positions now. Because I'd like to have, positions of thousands and more and accumulate good prices. But, because it's confirmed. It's confirmed he's going to speak Friday. But, borderline, basically, I'm on my knees asking Jake to list these markets. So, it'll come. But, I don't know. I'll bug him more. I'll keep bugging him until he does it. But that'll definitely be fun. But for this one, I mean, prices wise, I think golf has gone really up. Has the word kind of spread that Rory McIlroy is going to be there? Did I say it right? This event does not qualify, though. It's kind of steaming. No one's bonding it. I mean, White House is live. Surely this is going to happen, right? Is the Trump event close to Miami at all? I'm there. It's in the Villages, which is Central Florida. I'm in Central Florida myself. I'll be in Miami Thursday for the Baller League stuff. So I'm taking basically a train Friday morning from Miami to the Trump event. So gotta scope out the location. Will it be a rally setting? I'm guessing no. By the way that I've read about it, it's not going to be like a rally thing. Not at all. It's going to be more of like a bingo type of event. Can anyone go? How much is a ticket? See, I RSVP'd online. That's what I put on the screenshot. And this didn't cost me anything. This RSVP, right? This didn't cost me anything. I just signed up online and it was free. But honestly, I would pay to go too. I mean, it's worth the stream. You know what I'm saying? It's worth the fun. And yo, the last time, hopefully, right, Kalshi or whatever gods there are will let me release this footage eventually, right? Because I have the footage still. It's still in my archives. But that American Business Forum, when I was there in person, like, was the greatest. It was so fun. It was like the most fun stream I've ever done. It was so good. So good. Oh my god. So I'm expecting Friday to be like awesome too. Like being there in person, it's a different feeling, you know, and celebrating live right there is so funny. Brightline. Yes, Frank, Brightline is the one I take. And it has one directly from Miami to Orlando, which is where I live, Orlando. How you like? Pretty good. This market, though, it's taking a while, huh? We're taking a while to get to White House. Let's look at King Charles Market. I'm thinking this is just a no fest, boys. Maybe Trump hits and 250, but King Charles is only going to speak for like 3-4 minutes, I believe. If he does even speak. I kind of hope he doesn't. I have a bunch of, does not qualify at 3 cents. Yeah, Lee, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Whoa, it's honestly really nice of you and Ray to donate to the needy once a week on your Baller League positions. Yo, I promise you, Cold Harbor, clip this up too if you want, right? I promise you I will make money on Baller League next week. Or if I don't make money on Baller League next week, I will run onto the pitch. Like on God, I will. I'm that confident. I'll run onto the pitch, onto the field if I don't make money next week on Baller League. I already have my positions. You can look at my account. I already have my position set. I picked the winners, bro. This week I picked the winners. You're in Cali? Cali's cool, though. I got Queen for Charles. Dude, I think Trump's going to say Queen. King Charles, though, is going to be like, it's going to be such a, it's going to be so fast. Like, if you look at, the other way around, right? If I can pull this up. This one, where it was the dinner, and King Charles was hosting it at Buckingham Palace, and then Trump spoke after. His part was more, like, longer because he was the host, if that makes sense. Like, he was the host, King Charles.
The bond between our two nations is indeed a remarkable...
He was kind of the host there, and then Trump spoke, but Trump didn't speak for as long as he did. Even for Trump. He only spoke a couple minutes, so... I'm guessing it's going to be the other way around, because this time the U.S. are hosting. So Trump's going to speak longer than King Charles. So I'm guessing Trump's bit's gonna be 10 minutes, and King Charles is gonna speak for like 3 or 4 minutes, even if he does speak. This is what I'm thinking. So that's why I have like no NATO. I think that's pretty good. We've been on this begin shortly screen for half an hour though, already. Charles ENQ spiked? I hope so. Oh my gosh. I've got 600 shares at 3 cents. I hope he doesn't speak. That's me personally. Not because he's not cool or whatever, but it would help my bags out. Yeah, both his wife and his mother are queen. That's true. DMing Jake? Okay, I'm not a streaker. I didn't say I would streak. I just said I would rush the field. No, I didn't see the limited edition Trump face U.S. passport. Yo, how do I get that, bro? It should not be close press. I mean, White House is live. You see this on my screen. White House is live on Twitter. Have they ever gone live and then not, like, shown anything? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's ever happened. Should be 95% prepared material for both. Well, you know Trump. He does the weave. He has stuff prepared. Doesn't mean he's always going to say what's prepared, but... Can you give a quick summary on Baller League and what it is and how you have access to it? Yeah. So it's like a soccer league, indoor soccer league, basically. It's like they started it in England and they're doing it in the US now. And it's like 6v6 soccer. So it's like less people than normal soccer is. It's like short-sighted. And they've got like celebrity coaches. So a lot of the coaches there are like celebrities. So they have like a Speed United team. They've got like a Ronaldinho team. And to spice up the game, they do like these like power-ups basically during the game where like, for 3 minutes is only 3v3. Or for 3 minutes, you're not allowed, there's no offsides or something to try to incentivize more goals being scored. Yes, always weaves makes him watching interesting. I mean, yeah. Think about, like, even being, like, an insider on Trump still might be scary, right? Because even if you know what's on that teleprompter, there's still a chance he weaves it. It's crazy. And Loxy gives away free money during the game. Just look at which team he picks and pick the opposite. Not true. Not true. I'm a good scout on Baller League. I know the alpha, bro. I don't know if I'm up all time. I might be. I should do the math on that to see if I'm up all time or not. I'm probably not. But I was cooking for the first couple weeks when the money line was not reflecting of what the actual team's values were. I DM'd you the Trump passport on X. All right, let's see. I'll look at this. The Trump passport. See, I don't like Twitter DMs because it only shows me the DMs of like okay, here's Lee. Let me accept. Let me put I need to put Lee in my my normal chats. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes in requests. I don't like that. Okay. Patriot passport unlocked. Limited edition stamp for America 250. Trump State Department unveils new passport design. Oh my god, with the Trump Squid Game picture. Dude, that's kind of sick. I would like this. I would like one of these. Oh. I mean, is that the next one or it's a crazy passport? I would like one of those Trump ones though. Limited edition? Where I gotta get it like now? That's crazy. I have to go get it now. Where can I get the I think the Epstein one's limited edition too. Or maybe that's the back, right? The front is Trump, and then like the back. That'd be cool. You know, like you hold up dollar bills to the light, and then you can see the little details. Like the actual passport's Trump, but then if you hold it up to the light, like you could just start seeing it morph into Epstein's face. That'd be pretty sick. How late until this doesn't qualify? I guess technically, like what? Like if it goes past what, 12 p.m., it's technically another day, right? Potentially. I mean, I'm now hedged. I learned my lesson from correspondence dinner. I've got some money on event doesn't qualify. How is where's the rulebook variables? Where is this? How do you get to rulebook They try to hide it, I swear. Rulebook variables. Oh, I guess there's not a date. There's not a date, so I don't know. Loxy, make them speak. Go live, Trump, come on. I'm guessing this is going to be very short, though. I mean, like, if this has already not happened. This is kind of crazy. White House is still not live yet. Well, you know what I mean. They're live, but they haven't shown anything. Is he dabbing everyone up? This is so many dab ups. You're telling me Trump is dabbing up people for 30 minutes? This is why he hasn't spoke yet? I mean, I guess it's a lot of people to dab up. If you're dabbing up every single one of these. That's why they say he has that scar on his hand, right? It's from all the handshakes. He's just so cool. They must be tired. I mean, maybe. That's alpha for a shorter speech. And Brits on UK time. So technically they're like what? It would be like 6 hours ahead, right? So technically it'd be like, what is that? It'd be like 2 a.m. for them, right? Technically it'd be like right now their time it's like 2 a.m. They got jet lag too? Strictly King Charles like falls asleep, low key. Event does not qualify if he falls asleep. And then if he falls asleep, you know what Trump's gonna say? Sleepy Joe. Oh my god, Biden. Is Biden on here? Oh, Biden? 15 cents? Could be. Stock market's kind of low, huh? Meaning, stock market is kind of low. Don't tell me he's going to say the Dow, the S&P. Like this type of event, he's going to say stock market for sure. The stock market or whatever. Especially if he talks about like Bezos and AI. He's there. We saw him walk in. Big Ben's not late. We saw them walk in together. Right here. Yo, she is looking like Princess Peach, bro. Don't tell me that's not... That's like the same thing that Anya Taylor-Joy was rocking for like Peach. What is this? Okay. You see it? She is looking like a movie star tonight. This is why I have movie star yes. I mean, look at what Melania's wearing. This would be the perfect night to call her a movie star. He has to shout her out because she is responsible for this dinner. So, let's see what AP is showing. Is it just, yeah, it's just showing this shit. Low-key event does not qualify. I mean, like, come on. What is going on right now? Is stuff, like, tanking? I mean, people are still expecting him to do this. Should I buy some, like, EDNQ? Jesus. This is taking a long time. You hedge just in case? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's pretty crazy. The White House is alive. This should happen. I just put $10 on it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's much better than having all of your yes, especially if you're like, look, I don't have a single no. I do not have a single no on this. It is much better than me losing everything, than me, like, I lose $20 if this doesn't happen, you know? Like, that's much better than me losing my entire positions, honestly. I'd rather lose $20 than my entire yes positions. Yeah, Anya is bad as hell. Yeah, maybe Charles drank too much. Could be a thing. Is he a drinker? I know Trump doesn't drink, right? Well, it says the dinner is supposed to happen at 8. It's 8:27 now. You think, like, maybe there's a chance he went to take a bite of, like, the food? He could start choking or something? There's an emergency or something? It's supposed to start at 8, so it's a bit behind. I don't know if there's ever been a time, though, that White House has gone live like this. They're live on X, they're live on YouTube, and they don't show anything. Like, it says we will begin shortly. I mean, right? Something could be happening, we just don't know. But I don't think this has ever happened. Let's see. In sports betting, you usually end up with positions that are not desirable outcomes for the public. People like to bet for good things to happen. It feels weird having bets on yes. Let me see if I understand that. You end up with positions that are not desirable outcomes for the public. So you're saying, like, you take... This is like taking no on a mention market, if that makes sense, right? And I'm probably not the best person to say this. Because look at my positions. They're all yes. I'm very yes biased as a content creator, right? It's much better to react to yeses than nos. But a lot of mention markets, no is underpriced compared to yes because the human bias is they want to see stuff happen. Just like me. Like, people are more inclined to think about what someone's likely to say rather than what someone's not likely to say. So a lot of mention markets, no's, just in general, are underpriced as compared to yeses because it's harder for someone to visualize something that's not going to be said rather than, oh yeah, they're definitely going to say this. Were they live for Chicago event? Kennedy Center? I'm not sure. Yes, King Charles does consume alcohol in moderation. Okay. So he could be drunk as hell right now. He could just be, like, wilding out. King Charles, put your pants back on. Same way lots of sports bettors bet overs because people like to cheer for things that happen. Yeah, exactly. So, like, that bias would be, like, taking the under. Because people want to see... Like, taking an under on a basketball game is not fun to watch. Because all you're hoping people miss. And like, normal people would be like, what? You're hoping there isn't shots? But it's like, yeah. Same with, like, taking no on a mention market. Live on AP, says Rig. What's up, Riga? Yeah, Matt, let people bet emotionally, yeah. So just, like, in general... But look, like, idiots like me just like to go yes, right? But a lot of no's are specific. Like, probably right here, ballroom no is pretty good. It probably is, just bias-wise. People want to see him say it. Oh, okay, Rig was right. AP, let's see who we can find. Is Jeff Bezos there? Is Jeff Bezos there? Ooh, let's see. That one's for my OGs. Who here is for the Jeff Bezos trade? I got cut down. And Gonas and NHL are held. My favorite form of bet is for a UFC fight to go to the team. People create the knockout and always pay for it. Yeah. Usually, like, just fading human bias is pretty good. Like, if you can find a human bias to fade, it does kind of work out in your favor. I think you would do well on all mention markets if you just blanket knows. If you just did all blanket nose, it would be pretty profitable just as is. Alright, what are we zooming in on? This guy's bald spot or what? So that's the podium he's gonna speak from, Trump. Let's see if we can see like seating arrangements. People right in front of him, he's more likely to shout out. Is Rory there? McElroy? Is that how you say it? I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Macklemore? Rory McElroy? Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Most people like to just think of yeses, especially mentions. Like, you're not gonna think intuitively, oh yeah, they're very likely not to say this. It depends, Matt. Yeah. So, like, imagine exactly like Kevin, like that's a good example. The Super Bowl. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl market? Can we pull that up? It's a decent football champion. Because people like to bet yes on their team. But I bet if you add like all these percents up, it's gonna be over 100%. Probably, right? Especially if you get filled. If you have resting orders down, waiting for people that want to take their team. That if you just didn't know on all these teams, like every single one, you just put no, 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 no. No, no, no. But if you put no, okay. Trump's coming out. He's coming out. He's coming out. No, no, no. If you just put on no for all these teams, you'd make trillions and trillions of dollars of money. You probably would. It's probably a good strategy, especially if you could add it up to, like, I don't know this, but this is probably over 100% if you add up all the percentiles you can get. There's not even deci-cent pricing on this market. But who's gonna win the Super Bowl though? This would be I don't know. Yeah, only 5 can win basically if you have to sit money for 12 months. Yeah, but if you make a 6-7%, it's not bad. It's not bad. Plus the APY that Kalshi has. It's like what, 3.5 APY? Niners, not even a question. Ravens. Kevin has the Rams. He says an NFC team. I wonder if you can do that. Which football conference is gonna win? Is that a trade? Kalshi's search sucks. I wonder if I could. Is it Celtics? Presser? Okay. We got 2 pressers? We got Spurs and the Celtics. Okay. I hope this dinner happens then. This dinner's gotta happen quick. Come on. Alright, let's see if we can see anyone. Oh, Scott Bessent, no? Is that not Bessent? Run that back. Run that whole back. Reverse. Come on. Is that Bessent? That's definitely Bessent. Bessent's there. Was he even on the list? He wasn't even on the list, was he? Scott Bessent. That's definitely Scott Bessent. That makes him more likely to say stock market, right? I mean, holy pump, boys! Pump it up. Bessent's there. Push it to 90. Hold on, let me put a sell. Sell 100 contracts at 90 cents. There you go. Alright, boys, pump it up. Holy shit, Bessent's there, dude. He's gotta say stock market. It's a 90 plus. Pump it. Yeah. That is alpha. It seems people have figured out before me, though. Hexa? Oh, dude. Iran's gonna pump, no? Iran has pumped. Wow. Besset and Hexa. See if we can snipe anyone else. It doesn't seem that he's sitting kind of far away though. If he's sitting right there, that is pretty far away from the stand. Tim Cook. Is there like a who will visit? Isn't this technically White House? Visit White House. Who will visit the White House this year? Oh, is Bezos confirmed there? He's on the list to attend, but we know how these Bezos markets go. Sam Altman? Surely, is this pumping off today, or? No. Is it? Maybe. It's not on that list. I'm gonna follow Kelly Meyer for that alpha. Follow her. It's good alpha. The dinner list. It's Tim Cook. Is that Bezos? See, I guess if we can find Bezos there on the feed, it's bondable, right? I mean, someone must have already. But you think that's Bezos right there? Oh, you can't see. Is that Bezos? He's bald. I'm getting PTSD right now. Not cool. Dude, why is this the exact same thing as the Saudi dinner, bro? The same thing happened with Bezos, dude. I lost $2 grand. Maybe I should stay out of it. Maybe I should stay out of that one. That type of trade, huh? Jesus. He shouldn't be drinking in public with his reputation. He's a poet, man. He has to drink for the creative fluids. Or someone knows he is there. Well, he's on the guest list, right? He's on the guest list. But to be bonded like that, I would imagine you would have to be seen there, you know? Because someone can always pull out last second. I've done that a couple times, trust me. You going straight to the UFC announcer mentions? Been listening to the same guys every week for a decade? Those are pretty profitable too. Especially on rules cucks. Because UFC, it's super hard to hear. If that makes sense. A lot of the times, there's a lot of crowd noise. There's a lot of rules cucks that come with, like, not being able to hear what they're saying. Or if you just know ball, you can distinguish if they're saying a thing or not. That's how Moonlight made a lot of money on, what was the word? Legal? People thought they said legal. And because he knew UFC, he was like, they were not saying legal at all. He made a couple thousand. Certain people use same words, references over and over, yeah. Like, I'll give you one. For UFC, Joe Rogan likes to say, what a fight. But a lot of the UFC fights, right, like fight nights, Joe Rogan's not there. But a lot of the fights... Trump always? Oh shoot, we got the Kalshi Inside Trader right there. There she is. She's already read everything on that little notebook. God damn it. Guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. Please don't cut that up. It's a joke. We can't make jokes now. But yeah. Like Joe Rogan will say what a fight. But a lot of other people won't say it. Even if the fight is spectacular, you know? So who's sitting really close to this table? I'm not even sure. Stock market, though, has got to be really high. Just based off... goddamn Scott Bessent being there at the dinner. Biden, hottest, etc. I don't think he's saying Biden tonight, Kevin. I don't think he's saying Biden tonight. What is Biden at? Neither does the market. It's just like, what is he gonna say? We were a dead country under Biden? Like, it's not kind of appropriate. Some of the more CTE suffering announcers can only say a handful of words. True. Not John Anik, but who's the one? There's Joe Rogan, there's John Anik, and there's another one. That guy's pretty predictable all the time. A lot of times he will say train, talking about just training and stuff. One more UFC alpha. Dude, we love UFC. I'm gonna be honest, I hate watching the fight. I really dislike watching UFC fights because I'm a pussy. Like, I don't like to see people bleeding and stuff. Like, that's kind of, like, not enjoyable to me. But I love the mention markets. The mention markets are fire. Especially, like, the real, when there's that big card. You know what I'm saying? Not the fight nights, but the big cards are always, like, a good... Alright, White House. Here we go. White House live.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Alright, let's get it.
J. Trump and First Lady Melania Trump, accompanied by their Majesties, King Charles III and Queen Camilla.
I think it's Michael Bisping. He's the one who Michael Bisping. I like the woman. I like women too. Yes, no, I do. This is what I'm doing full time right now. Just couching. Ronda Rousey? She's winning for sure, right? Ronda winning for sure. There's a little movie star. There's our big movie star in her Anya Taylor-Joy Princess Peach dress. Wow. Like Mario Galaxy, you remind me of a star that I could land on in that video game. Have you ever heard of the Wii? They tried with the Wii U. The Wii U was not as successful as the Wii, but the Wii was revolutionary for its time. Yeah, my stuff is public. I'm almost at 100K. Almost. I guess it depends on correspondence dinner. How that resolves. I might be there. Yeah, prediction markets, they don't limit you at all. Here we go. Oh, the mic is off. Does not qualify. If the mic isn't working?
This is a great honor.
Oh, here we go.
We welcome
Yo, you
Their
cannot
Majesties
tell me
King
he's not
Charles
saying hottest.
III and Queen Camilla
Queen.
of the United Kingdom to the White House. A very special place. Very special. And I also want to, before we really begin, I want to congratulate Charles on having made a fantastic speech today at Congress. He got the Democrats to stand. I've never been able to do this. I couldn't believe it.
Already with a gesture.
I couldn't believe it. They liked him more than they've ever liked any Republican or Democrat, actually. So I just want to thank you and congratulations. It's not an easy thing to do. That's a tough place. It's a true privilege to have you here for this historic
Yo, how is
state
hottest
visit.
so low, bro?
Last fall, Melania and I had the pleasure of visiting Their Majesties at Windsor Castle, a structure that's
Melania,
so beautiful and so long
He had to say
that it never seemed to end. I looked down as a former real estate person, and it just went on forever. And it was
Maybe
built
an
by a
excellent
gentleman
movie star, huh?
named William the Conqueror in the year 1070. And I asked the king, I said, was he a nice man, William the Conqueror? He said, I tend to doubt it. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Conqueror
When they call
is
you
quite
William the
nice.
Conqueror, generally speaking, you're not going to be too
I'm
nice.
exiting out
but
of some movie star.
he must have been something, because it was nothing like I've ever seen Windsor Castle. But
You would have said it there.
tonight, in return, we are really doing something that's very special, preparing to celebrate the 250th anniversary
250.
of our Declaration of Independence, a big time in our country, very big time.
Yeah, Kevin, that's not a bad strat for UFC.
And it's only natural that Americans begin this commemoration by paying
starting a war
tribute
with
to
Iran.
the transcendent bond we share with the nation that Thomas Jefferson himself called our mother country.
Mother
He
country.
used to go around saying, "That's our mother country." How nice.
Someone
From
say a
English
special
towns
relationship.
and Scottish hills, from Welsh mountains and
Whatever.
Irish villages, a people unique in history sailed across the mighty Atlantic to settle and civilize this continent in the name of God, King, and country. So beautiful.
Beautiful.
They
so
called
beautiful.
it New England and meant that very, very literally.
The queen of
The
bullshit.
first Americans saw themselves as free men carrying the forward and central liberties and ancient rights of the Anglo-Saxons into this new and beautiful world.
Okay.
In the eyes of America's founders, our war of independence was fought not to reject this heritage,
No way he's saying
but to
seven- he's not
reclaim
saying
it
this.
and perfect it.
I don't think he's saying it.
As the founding father, George Mason
I think he's
wrote,
saying
we claim nothing but the
1776.
liberty and privileges of Englishmen
I'm just buying no live.
in the same degree as we had still continued among our brethren when we were in Great Britain. The Declaration of Independence was a miracle for the ages.
I don't
that
think he's saying the name.
Sparked a far-reaching
year.
revolution in self-government and human freedom.
This is
But
my
even though
live
the
vibes.
political bonds between the United States and Great Britain were dissolved forever, they thought, on July 4th, 1776, the more
Okay, there you go. I
powerful
was wrong.
strands of memory, culture, and identity
was wrong.
proved unbreakable in any conflict and grew into a friendship
he'd say the
unlike
year.
any other on earth. A very, very
All right, flip the page.
special and incredible
He's got more to
friendship.
say.
Historians have noted that to this day, the distinct regions of the United States still echo with the particular accents, habits, and traditions of the British communities that first settled them centuries ago. The names of half of the original American states refer to members of the British royal family, as do American cities from Charleston to Annapolis, Charlotte to Albany, and even the place where I grew up and actually loved very much,
New York?
Queens, New York. Who would have thought?
I love too much. You guys say
But
Mount
far
Valley?
beyond names and principles,
Okay.
there's something unique and very special that has always united our two people, a certain nobility of spirit and heroic soul. The same audacity that called a small island kingdom to rule the seven seas, and rule them you did, inspired the children of 13 American colonies to explore a great frontier and a very, very dangerous frontier and settle what was known as the Wild, Wild West. The men who planted
Okay.
the American flag on the moon carried them. The same hunger for adventure and achievement
peace.
as those who
You can say
raised the
peace out,
Union
huh?
Jack above Antarctica and first sailed St. George's
It's
Cross
pretty high.
all around the globe. The American soldiers who crossed the Atlantic
Probably
to
took
freedom,
No, at this point.
rescue in 1944 were moved by the same
he's now hitting
keen
years,
sense
bro.
of
God
righteousness that drove the English
Is
Crusaders
Charles gonna speak?
to the Holy Land 1,000
I don't know.
years ago. The entire world has
Probably
been
is,
uplifted by this distinct and special character we share, this unstoppable daring, this unconquerable courage. It really is. It's unconquerable. And speaking of that, where's Rory McIlroy?
Oh, here we
Stand
go.
up, Rory, will you please?
Where's Rory?
That was unconquerable courage. That was very good, Rory. I don't know if that helps them
Combine
talk
more.
about how wonderful the speech, but I had to interrupt my speech because I
Interrupt
watched
it.
that man win a tournament. That was a tough.
Are you dead
that
ass
was
right
a
now?
tough one. Congratulations. Very proud of you. All right, now I'll get back to my speech, Rory. Okay.
What?
But it was unconquerable courage, this inexhaustible supply of ambition, ingenuity, and
Dodge
resolve.
golf?
From the
Oh
trenches of World War I
Are
to
we
the
actually
beaches of Normandy,
serious?
from the frozen hills of Korea
He
to
dodged
the
golf?
scorching sands of North Africa and the Middle East. And we're doing a little Middle East work right now, too, as
Iran.
you might know. And we're doing very well. We have
Oh my God, Dodge just
militarily
won too.
defeated that particular opponent. And we're never going to let that opponent ever Charles agrees with me even more than I do. We're never going to let that opponent have a nuclear weapon. They know that, and they've
Oh my
known
God,
it
great
right
dodge,
now very
Trump.
powerfully.
Bro's just dodging everything.
But our
Dude.
countries have stood together,
You
defiant
serious?
and triumphant against the forces of communism, fascism, and tyranny. Together we have expanded the reaches of human knowledge and endeavored always to make this world safer, more prosperous, more just, and more free. Ours is a treasured friendship, an eternal bond, and a true story of extraordinary heroism and skill. A lot of skill, tremendous skill. History
this
has
weave
known
is a
no more
skill.
powerful force
Let's
than
be
the
honest.
combination of American patriotism
This is
and
insane.
British pride. The British Empire that began here in America certainly did not end here. The sons and daughters of the British Isles went on to found more countries and spread more civilization than any nation before. They built an English-speaking world upon which the sun never sets and provided an example to which free people will always turn,
Try by
They have
honest,
such love
yes.
and such respect. Today, most of Britain's former colonies have no idea what they truly owe to this towering legacy of law, liberty, and British custom that they were given. We were given that, and it was a great, great gift.
Dude, what a crazy
Tonight, on the eve of our
dodge.
250th year of
Ugh.
cherished independence,
Double
we turn
dodge.
to the sovereign embodiment of our British heritage and say sincerely thank you to our friends, the United Kingdom, for the
NATO.
richest inheritance that any nation has ever given to another. May our two countries stand together forever for liberty, for justice, and for the glory of God. Ladies and gentlemen, I offer a toast to 250 years of American freedom, and very importantly, to a great man, His Majesty, King Charles III. Thank you very much.
All right, is Charles gonna speak? Is he gonna speak? Let's see if he's gonna speak. Holy shit, I'm cooked. I've got cooked on that dinner. Oh my god. The dodges, bro. Are we serious? I got cooked on some dodges there. Iran and golf. Oh, he's gonna speak. I'm cooked on the event doesn't qualify either. Dang, no boys eat again.
Mr. President,
Yep,
First
that
Lady,
counts.
my wife and I are most grateful to you for your generous hospitality as the United States celebrates this very special anniversary year of the Declaration of Independence.
About some no
And
Trump.
may I also
Is he able to
just
snipe
start by paying tribute to your own courage and steadfastness, as well as to your security services, for their swift actions on Saturday evening in preventing further injury. My thoughts...
Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, bro. That was an absolute
My
fucking...
thoughts and sympathies
I
are
got
very much
cooked.
with you, the First Lady, and all those guests for whom this must have been a very upsetting incident. As the words of that famous anthem remind us, this is the land of the free and home of the brave, as your own response demonstrates. What used to be called in the last war in the United Kingdom, keep calm and carry on. I now realize,
Yeah, I got cooked on
ladies
that
and gentlemen,
Trump
to my
speech, minus
amazement,
450, bro.
that my first visit to this remarkable country was over 50 years ago.
Two dodges. Not even the
And, Mr.
hottest.
President, the golden threads of history and heritage between our lands are also embodied, as you mentioned earlier today, in your own family and your own family story, whose roots trace back to the beautiful landscapes of Britain's Outer Hebrides and continue, as we know, in the great golf courses of the Highlands.
Oh my god, King
I
Charles
can
said
only
golf.
imagine the immense pride with which your own dear mother indeed both your parents, must be looking down
Charles
on the
said
great
golf.
office
Man,
to
wrong
which you have
guy,
been
wrong
elected
guy.
for a historic second term. And if I may say so, it is a particular pleasure to be back in this wonderful building, the heart of your democracy. On this occasion, I cannot help noticing the readjustments to the East Wing, Mr. President.
Ballroom?
Following your visit to Windsor Castle last year.
I can't buy it.
I'm sorry to
I'm
say
too
that
slow.
we British, of course, made our own small attempt at real estate redevelopment of the White House in 1814.
Dang it, dude, there was so much ballroom no right there to click. I couldn't even click it.
Anyway, I'm so glad
said
we have an important opportunity at this critical time to renew those bonds of history and friendship between our nations and our people.
That's a relationship.
2.5 centuries ago, the United States of America was founded through an audacious and visionary act of self-determination. From the beginning, the American character has been defined by courage, tenacity, and the spirit of adventure. As the direct descendant of King George III, I know this is a nation that never gives up. And my family's history remains reflected in your maps, which read rather like our Christmas card list across the ages. North and South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and the cities of Charleston, a particular favorite of mine, obviously, Georgetown, and for that matter, Georgia,
Trump sits clicking.
Annapolis, as you mentioned, and further favorites, Prince William
Trump's not
County
gonna come back and
and
speak,
Williamsburg. This said, our French friends
if you
can
could stand
feel
up and say
equally
that
at
was the
home
hottest
with a glance at a map.
speech I've ever seen. That'd be sick.
Indeed, you recently commented, Mr. President, that if it were not for the United States, European countries would be speaking German. Dare I say that if it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking French.
Good one. King Charles got jokes.
Of course, we both love our French cousins greatly.
Ooh la la.
And we three estates are not only bound by our shared values, but by a profound belief that together we are more than the sum of our parts. Out of the fires of a bitter and bloody Revolutionary War, the triumph of the father of this country, George Washington, and his fellow founders, was to forge a democracy founded upon the rights to liberty and the rule of law. The story of Britain and America is one of reconciliation, from adversaries to the closest of allies.
Longer than expected.
Not always, perhaps, following the straightest path. As you said yourself, Mr. President, during your own state visit at Windsor Castle last year, ours is an unbreakable bond of history and heritage, culture and commerce, industry and invention, and we are determined to face the future together. Tonight, we are here to renew an indispensable alliance which has long been a cornerstone of prosperity and security for both British and American citizens.
Special relationship?
Our people have fought and fallen together in defense of the values we cherish. Across the ocean and from coast to coast, we have traded, innovated, and created together. We've stood together through the best and worst of times. However, the challenges we now face, from those who wish us harm across the world to balancing the risks and opportunities of powerful new technologies, to the threats to the very international rules that have allowed us to trade and have kept power in balance for 80 years, those challenges encourage us to reaffirm tonight the basis on which our partnership has been built. And yes, we have had our moments of difficulty, even in more recent history. When my mother visited in 1957,
World War?
Not the least of her tasks was to help put the special back into our relationship after a crisis in the Middle East.
Middle East.
Nearly 70 years on, it is hard to imagine anything like that happening today. But it is not hard to see how important the relationship remains in matters both seen and unseen. My mother's first Prime Minister, Sir Winston Churchill, understood this so well. But then he himself was half American, a tradition of shared transatlantic heritage, which I am pleased to say is alive and well in the White House today. Indeed, such was the closeness that Sir Winston, while staying here in the White House, in those rooms you showed us upstairs, emerged naked from the bathtub to discover the door opening as President Roosevelt came in for a chat. With rapier wit, the President cast aside any embarrassment by declaring that the Prime Minister has nothing to conceal from the President of the United States. This warmth came after testing times between our leaders in the early 1940s. The kinship and friendship of many centuries provided great reassurance to my late grandfather, King George VI, as it did to my late mother. It means every bit as much to me. Of course, my late mother knew fewer than 13 serving presidents, thankfully all of them fully clothed. The first president I had the honour of meeting at the age of 10 in 1959 when he came to Balmoral was President Eisenhower, who had served as Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces during World War II at a most critical time in the darkest days of the 20th century. American leadership helped rebuild a shattered continent, playing a decisive role as a defender of freedom in Europe. We and I shall never forget that, not least as freedom is again under attack following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Today, our partnerships in NATO and AUKUS deepen our technological and military cooperation and ensure that together we can meet the challenges of an increasingly complex and contested world. And speaking of submarine alliances, there was one particular AUKUS predecessor, launched from a UK shipyard in 1944, that served for the majority of her life, attached to the 4th Submarine Squadron in Australia, playing a critical role during the war in the Pacific. Her name?
I didn't even know if he was going to speak.
So tonight, Mr. President, I am delighted to present to you as a personal gift the original bell which hung on the conning tower of your valiant namesake. May it stand as a testimony to our nation's shared history and shining future. And should you ever need to get hold of us, or just give us a ring.
What a fucking crazy speech. He went on and on. He hit like 10 strikes. It's the hottest gift he's ever seen.
For 250 years, the ingenuity and imagination of the people of the United States have been an inspiration to the world. This land of opportunity has nourished some of humanity's greatest minds, from the industrial age to the space age. So many miracles of the modern world have been and still are invented in America. Indeed, we have followed the voyage of Artemis II, or Artemis II, as my family and I might like to call her, with close attention. Now, I know you have big plans for the moon, Mr. President, but I've actually checked the papers, and I rather suspect it is already part of the Commonwealth, I'm afraid. Ladies and gentlemen, on this week's visit, I look forward to meeting the people and communities of this dynamic country, including celebrating some of the work of my King's Trust, which it has been doing in these communities, helping give young people a chance to succeed across America in this year when we mark 50 years of the Trust. Can you believe it? Every year, millions of Britons journey to this remarkable country to experience its glorious national parks, soaring mountains and ancient forests. From the peaks of the Pacific Northwest to the rugged shores of the Atlantic, from the vast expanses of the West to the sweeping prairies and canyons, the natural beauty of this land is found in every corner. And in sport, in just a few weeks,
World Cup.
the United States and Canada will
World
be
Cup.
among those to welcome the world as hosts of the FIFA World Cup. So
No,
in one
that's correct.
sense, Mr. President, as heads of state, we are joint hosts. We call this game, by the way, football, Mr. President. And I can only say, as the head of state of 5 competing countries, I will be watching the matches closely and with great enthusiasm.
You think it comes
After
up
all,
and
we
says
always like
hottest?
favourable odds.
Oh, hottest is even, it's unbonded.
So this city,
That's
Washington,
crazy.
D.C., is the home of more Shakespeare folios than anywhere in the world.
I mean, Trump
82
is standing
copies are
up.
carefully preserved and shared at the Folger
See
Library.
above me, he is
And at
standing
this time,
up.
when
It
the
is
search for
possible.
peace in the world is more critical than ever, I can only turn to Shakespeare's genius to remind us of the plea for peace spoken by the Duke of Burgundy
Hottest is
at
rising.
the conclusion of Henry V. My speech entreats that I may know why gentle peace should not bless us with her former qualities. Thank you, Mr. President and Mrs. Trump, for your splendid dinner
I
this
think
evening,
it's over, though.
which, may
I'll
I
be
say,
honest.
is a very considerable improvement on the Boston Tea
I don't see him.
Party.
I don't see him coming up and speaking more.
So, whether your cup contains tea, wine, Scotch whiskey, bourbon, or even cola, let us raise our glasses and voices as we toast
I thought potentially
the
you could say
past,
olive oil there
the
or
present, and the future.
Oh my God,
Thank you.
he is going back up.
Of our two proud and allied nations.
I don't think he's talking.
To the
now. He's
United
definitely not
States and the United Kingdom, God bless both our countries.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
talking. Oh, you can hear him say thank you.
As you great job. It's so beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah, the last word. He just said thank you. I can hear him say like, "Oh, it's beautiful." Yo, fuck England, bro. Fuck England. There's a reason we poured all that tea in that harbor. Oh my God, we don't want to be part of your stupid colonies. Oh my God, I just lost $600. Alright, it's been a bad Trump day. Been a really bad Trump day for me. I missed on whatever. Kalshi's broken too. I can't even look back, but I lost on the Trump in the morning and I should have told you. What are you on, Cold Harbor, bro? He just didn't drop the hottest. I mean, I feel like hottest, the vibes were there. It might have been EV. And definitely, like, bro, Iran and golf were good. Iran and golf were good. He just, like, weaved it. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Yeah, I know. The NATO is stupid by me, maybe. AI stock market, this is because of the people there, but you didn't even get into it like you did with Saudi. All right. Yeah, dodged Iran. I mean, like he said nuclear, not Iran. It's ridiculous. Oh, it seems correspondence dinner has resolved. I see my portfolio. Correspondence dinner? So what? How does this work? I know. I mean, it's just crazy variance. That's what's called variance. And the fact that's like, all right, he talked about golf without talking about it, if that makes sense. Like, who would have guessed that he would have talked about Rory McIlroy without saying golf or golfer or golfing? It was a bit of a crazy dodge. Um. So how does this work? Am I getting my money back on all this, or? Yeah, I mean, Iran. But, like, I go Oz Perlman? Is this resolved, or? I still don't see it. I don't know, though. Yeah, and then the king says golf. It's crazy. Like, who would have thought King Charles was going to say it? Also, this King Charles market was insane. I mean, some of the stuff was priced, like, I bought Ukraine at 78 cents. I mean, he hit Russia. Russia was trading at 5-6 cents. Churchill. Fair enough. Fair enough, though. So what is it? This number's not real, right? I'm getting refunded? I don't know. But that does put me... I don't know. I don't know if I'm at 100K yet. I don't know. Definitely my portfolio's gone up. I don't know. I don't know what, though. I thought King Charles would speak for like 5 minutes, dude. I thought he'd speak 4 or 5 minutes. I thought there was a chance he didn't even speak. No queen, too? To speak that long and not say queen isn't crazy. Yeah, Trump was pretty scripted, too. Maybe for the fact that it was later at night? I don't know. Let's see. Jesus, though. I mean, I've just had a bad Trump day. I've had a real bad Trump day today. Thank you to the USA for holding. Potentially. Just that thing with the King Charles, dude. I was just live trading yeses at that point because I was like, I can't believe how long this is going. I mean, it hit with World War, but... Next big mention market? Don't know. I'll stream the one Friday, though. Yo, guys, definitely be here Friday. Definitely be here Friday. I'm going to stream the Trump event in real life. I'm going to go physically to the event and stream it and have mentions there, so... That will be super fun. That is in my home state. So I'm just going to drive up there. I've got a ticket. And it's going to be the greatest stream I've ever done on Friday. So definitely if you want to look out for a next big mention market, is definitely do the one Friday. Yes, Cold Harbor, yes. So you can talk shit to him too, and you can read it. Alright. I think that's me for the night. I've had a really bad Trump day. I've lost $600 on that dinner, and I lost... What? Oh my god, Kalshi's website's so broken, bro. Kalshi's website's so broken. I lost... Okay. On the King Charles, too. 246, so it's been a bad day for Trump events for me, but we'll be back. I'll make a lot on Friday. That one's a lot more readable than this event. I thought today was a hottest night. It wasn't a hottest night, so haircut worth $600 though, potentially. Hey, I will say, an Iranian barber cut my hair. You think she obliterated it or what? Obliterate? Did I get obliterated? Or no? I feel like she did well. Shout out Iranian barber. But alright, GG's lads. Definitely, yeah, obliterate isn't good. Like, as in, it was the bomb, you know? Worst tasting $600, lol. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry it didn't get go good, but sometimes happens variants. I feel like some of my bids were bad, but some of them like what? Golf in Iran, I do not, or hottest, I do not feel bad at. I'm just like, I feel like that got unlucky. Golf especially. But golf in Iran, he just dodged. This NATO bid was stupid. The NATO one was stupid. So. And the other stuff was low enough, I don't really worry about it. Like stock market, that was just kind of a bid that he would talk about Scott Bessent. And AI was a bid that he would talk about Jeff Bezos. He just didn't talk about either of them. So you win some, you lose some. Ask her how she feels about Trump next time. I don't want her to ruin my hair. Be like, oh yeah, I'm a big Trump guy, and then she just. Yeah, golf was pretty good value, especially because Rory was there and he got shout out. It's just variance, really. GG's, let's be back. Definitely, I don't know if there's something tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow, though. Whatever we got tomorrow, I'll stream. No, but definitely, how do I get rid of this? I don't know why I just pulled up. How do I get rid of this watch list thing? What the hell? I don't want that. No, but definitely be here for Friday. Friday's stream will be fire. So, all right. GG's, lads.